Welcome to day 18 of my trailer trash transformation. It does look pretty trashy behind me, but this is a really nice trailer, so joking about the trailer trash. Um, what a day, what a day. Still depressed, still frustrated, still trying to think serene and beautiful thoughts about my parental units. Not having so much luck with that, having even less luck with thoughts about myself that are nice. It's actually cooled off outside. Wow, it's actually cooled off. Man, I look like I have no hair. It's just a tangled. I didn't even comb my hair today. I'm a mess. I've just mostly been kind of tuned out all day, spaced out, not feeling great. Even though theoretically I got some sleep, I just feel like I haven't had any. And it's late, and I still have stuff on my list to do, and I need to get up early in the morning, and I'm really working on not stressing, and I just kind of wanted to get my day out. Today was a little overcast and just kind of ugly, but it was still almost 90 degrees. I stayed in the house for most of it. I did go outside and do a couple of things. I'm debating whether to save my dad's golf clubs because they're older and they actually are really a mess, but I think they could be fixed up and someone could enjoy them. I just don't like the idea of sending them off to the dump. So I've set them aside and I'm debating if I want to take that on. I don't know if you can hear the dogs barking in the background. They're not too loud tonight. The owls were screaming a little bit earlier. The kittens are still gone. They've just disappeared off the face of the earth. So I don't think they've just gone on a ramble like my mom wants to think they have. Either someone snagged them or something really terrible happened. And I just don't want to think about it. Got a bag of cat food in case any more show up. Today was not nearly as productive as I was hoping it might be. I did not go see my dad. I did talk to him on the phone. I think he's a little worried that they might decide not to release him. I'll be honest, it would be a relief to me to get a couple more days before he comes home, just because I feel like I want it to be nicer for him. I'm falling behind. I didn't get all the laundry I wanted to get done today. I wanted to watch his towels, his sheets, change his bed. I washed the bathroom rugs today, and they just disintegrated. He says that his wife probably brought them when they got married and she moved in. And, oh, I guess that's a motion sensor light. I'm not moving enough. Well, now I have, like, this great mood lighting with my cell phone shadow. That's fun. I've given up on vanity, sort of, kind of. So they're really old rugs, and they just literally disintegrated when I pulled them out of the washing machine. Fun times. I had some other fails today that were not fun. The replacement water filter arrived for the one that, for my dad's that disintegrated. And I could not attach it. It's pure faucets are usually pretty easy. They come with several adapters to screw on, and unfortunately, none of them fit. And I didn't know what to do. But I did get a pure pitcher as well, so at least I can have some filtered water. But it's not as nice as when it comes out of the faucet. So tomorrow, the assistant is supposed to come to help clear out the trash from the back of the yard, and one of them has done some little, handiwork for Dad, and he's going to look at a faucet that's leaking. I'm going to ask him if he can look at that and see if I'm just doing it wrong, or if he knows what it might need, because it should just go on real easy. And Dad says he's fine drinking the water, but there's literally grit coming out of the pipes. No, we need that filter to make it safer. The biggest fail that I had today was I have this little travel kettle that's about the size of a thermos that I use every day when I'm traveling. I love it. And I was pouring my hot water in my coffee. I realized I didn't have quite enough to fill the cup. And so I picked up the kettle really quickly to take it to the sink to fill it again, to boil more water. And I had forgotten. I did not take my Ritalin today. I'm going to just say that's it. So it's just forgot that there was still a tiny bit in there. And it was scalding. It wasn't still actually boiling, but I lifted up. So it splashed all down my face, down my chest. Luckily, I had a bag of ice from bringing food from the Bay Area to the San Joaquin Valley. I've been kind of using it out of the bag, but there was enough in there. I just stuck this huge bag of ice on my face, and then I stuck it on my chest and my face and my chest. And it was like brief because it was a splash, and it wasn't actually boiling. It was pretty scalding hot. If it had sat on my skin, I would have had burns, and it's sore. Like here, it's sore. My face is okay. But yeah, this is still pretty sore. It's a little pink, but I'm lucky, but it was one of those ADHD moments for sure. One of those, I can't even blame it because my neurological issues, sometimes I fling things with my hands. I get spasms or like think I'm gripping something and I'm not, and it just flies. And so, yeah, I can't even blame that. It was just an ADHD thing. Like in a matter of minutes, I forgot I still had hot water in there. So I didn't, radically disfigure myself or anything. I don't know. Scars could have been interesting. I got this burn in the war. I don't know. But yeah, it was kind of a fail. And then the non-fail things, I did have some non-fail things. They were all very boring. The non-fail things were, I did go out in the yard and do a little more work. I did some basic chores around here. But I had a phone appointment with my personal social worker today from my medical clinic. That was helpful. I did get her to help me. I've got a therapy appointment coming up in a couple weeks, but I will still be here. And so she's going to put in to switch that to a phone appointment. It was supposed to be in person. Still very hoarse. And the other thing that I did manage to do was I had an eye appointment on Monday coming up with the ophthalmologist. And this is related to a few years ago, I was in Safeway shopping. I was attacked by a guy with brass knuckles trying to steal my purse. He beat me up, and my eyes were damaged. So I have floaters in my eyes, and they've gotten a little bit worse, but mostly it seems to be stable. But I'm having it checked once a year to make sure. Now, the ophthalmologist that I was seeing is very popular. It's months and months, and anytime you have to change an appointment, it's scary because she may not have one. But also, when I got my eyes checked by my optometrist, I asked them about some things that she had said. Now, the first thing was she had dramatically changed my eyeglass prescription, and it seemed like way too big a change. It seemed like a big enough change. Note, I was an optician, so I know what I'm talking about. It seemed like a strange enough change that I should not be able to see through my current glasses very well at all. So I decided to go ahead and have the optometrist that I trust check my eyes. And they gave me a prescription that made a lot more sense, and I got it filled, and it's fine. So I was thinking, I don't think and I had to pay the ophthalmologist for a copy of my prescription. So, I don't think I want her doing the refraction again, and I don't need one because I just had one. But also, she had made it sound like I should have cataract surgery, and I was thinking, the symptoms that I'm getting aren't really such that I should be having cataract surgery yet. And as far as I knew, I had kind of small cataracts. It's just like kind of starting. They're annoying, but not so bad. And so I specifically asked when I was at the optometrist, and they took pictures of my eyes and everything. And they said, you shouldn't be having surgery yet. That's crazy. And I trust them more than I trust her. Ophthalmologists are great. They're MDs. It's really important to get checked by one every once in a while. So, long story short, that's just the background on this thing. I asked while I was on the phone, I know she's backed up for a long time. These are the times I'm going to be back in town. And is there another doctor there I could see? Yep, I got an appointment with a doctor, a different one. So I'm curious to see what they say. Anyway, so some fails and some positives. Mostly it's just, being concerned about my dad, trying to ignore the things that hurt and just be there for him. Really, really trying to work on boundaries with my mom. I mentioned some things I was having trouble with because of my disabilities, and she immediately launched into this whole micromanage thing again. It's the unsolicited advice crap. I was just venting, and I have been managing all this stuff. And yeah, I'm struggling, yes, but I'm doing it. And she starts saying, well, maybe Dad needs to get full-time nursing in there because you obviously can't handle blah, 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 blah. And I kind of very carefully worded, just said, this just really feels like, really uncomfortable for me because, I'm pretty direct when I say I need help. And if I felt like I needed help, I would say so. But this is the deal. And, no, Dad doesn't need a full-time nurse, and he's can't get one through Medicare. So she kind of backed off a little bit. She's like, I'm just trying to help. And, I just said, look, I'm direct and I will tell you when I need help. And ball's in her court now. I'm sure she'll have something to say about it. My mom tends to be unintentionally ableist a lot of the time. So it was a mixed bag of a day, but it's okay. I survived it. Dogs are like upping their ante here. I think I'm just going to do a quick Christian? I want to do a quick kitchen cleanup. A quick kitchen clean up, which should take me 5 minutes because it's a little tiny kitchen. And then I'm going to try to go to bed and get up early for these guys that are coming tomorrow. One of the big things I also need to do in the morning is make a big list of all the medications and vitamins he has here so that they know what he's got, because I don't think he's supposed to be taking some of those anymore, and I don't think he is taking some of the ones he's supposed to. And then I have an appointment at the rehab hospital for what they call family training. I have no idea exactly what that is, but to help for when Dad comes home, what I can do and what I should know, which is good. I'm going to visit with Dad, and hopefully on the way home, probably going to do a short visit tomorrow. On the way home, stock up on groceries. Then I'm going to hopefully drive straight home and get some sleep. And possibly on Thursday, I'll be whipping right around and picking him up and bringing him home. So there's still a lot I have to do here. And it probably behooved me to get up early because I'll have to leave by noon. So it's like tomorrow morning and late tomorrow night, the only times I would have to do things. And that's a little daunting. But whatever happens, I'm going to get through it. I'm glad I don't have any kids to inflict this kind of thing upon when I get older. I'm just kind of on my own. I'll end up in a state home or something. Or I'll go off in the woods and let a bear eat me. I don't know. Be fine. Either way, I shall survive. I'm delirious and very tired, so wish me luck getting some sleep.